If you are too busy pulling a loaded cart with square wheels, this video is certainly not for you. Dear friends, welcome back to yet another video on everything you wanted to know about fully fashioned knitting. In the last video, we discussed how at most of the times the measurements of arm width and armhole given by the buyer do not match. And we also discussed how to get to know the difference in the needed measurement and the provided measurement to make a right garment with the given measurements that do not complement each other. One will need to compromise at least one of the two measurements, and at times maybe both the measurements to make a right garment, as well as to keep the size specs within the given tolerance. We also discussed that a simple Excel sheet can be created to check if the measurements that derive the armhole measurement complement each other or not. An Excel sheet can be created to calculate the exact sleeve width that will fit in an armhole, or to determine an armhole measurement that will accommodate the required sleeve width. In this video, we will discuss how to make a fully fashioned raglan sleeve, flatbed knitted garment. The main challenge here, like all other fully fashioned garments, is to determine where the sleeves shall join the main body. Apart from this, we need to know how to narrow the front, the back, and the sleeves to get the perfect joints. We will make all this simple by discussing the geometry of a raglan sleeve garment and the procedure to make the pattern for a fully fashioned raglan sleeve garment. Let us make the pattern for a fully fashioned raglan sleeve flatbed knitted garment. As per the size chart provided here, we know the garment length, that is 70 centimeters, and the chest measurement, that is 58 centimeters. We draw a rectangle measuring the length of the garment, that is 70 centimeters, and half the chest of the garment, that is 29 centimeters, which is half of 58 centimeters. We mark the bottom rib area, which is 7 centimeters in height, and we mark half the bottom width, which is 26 centimeters. Similarly, we mark the neck area, half the width of the neck, which is 8.75 centimeters, the back neck drop of 1.5 centimeters, and the front neck drop, which is 9 centimeters. Now that we have marked the back neck drop and the front neck drop, what do we do next? In notch sleeve or in set-in sleeve style, we knew the shoulder drop and the shoulder width, and so we could mark the upper point on the main body, where the sleeve will join the main body. But in raglan sleeve we do not have any shoulder measurement, and nor do we have a value for the shoulder drop. So, what do we do here? Before we go any further, it is better to understand the geometry of a fully fashioned raglan sleeve style. We know that for sweaters the best angle of the shoulder is 20 degrees. We would like to have the same angle of slope here too, on a fully fashioned raglan sleeve garment. The slope will be formed by joining the sleeve with the main body. The only way to control the slope of the sleeve is to join the sleeve and the main body in such a way that the sleeve slope falls at 20 degrees. If you look at the illustration, we can see that to obtain the sleeve angle of 20 degrees, we must narrow the front, the back as well as the sleeve at 55 degrees. If we narrow all four panels at 55 degrees, the resultant slope of the sleeve will automatically be 20 degrees. Because by adding 55 to 55 we get 110. And if we subtract 90 from 110, the result we get is 20. By applying simple math and simple geometry, we can easily derive at the conclusion that if we narrow all four panels, the front, the back and the two sleeves at 55 degrees, and when we join the four panels, The sleeve slope angle will automatically be 20 degrees. Coming back to the pattern making technique. We would draw a line originating from the edge of the neck at 20 degrees and extend the same to the length of the sleeve. In our case, the total sleeve length is 72.5 centimeters. We make the sleeve opening box. Now to ascertain the point where the sleeve will join the main body, we draw a perpendicular on the sleeve line, equal to the sleeve width, which is 21.5 centimeters. We move this line along the sleeve line, and the point where it touches the chest line is the point where sleeve will join the main body. We mark the point where sleeve width will be measured. We complete the sleeve profile. Now from the point where the sleeve joins the main body, we draw a horizontal line. We then draw a line which is at 55 degrees from the drawn horizontal line. We extend this line to the neck joint. We mark the profile for the back, the front, and the sleeve. But what if we don't want to make a pattern? Can we still make a knitting data chart for a raglan sleeve fully fashioned sweater without making a pattern? The answer is yes. Like all other fully fashioned garments, a knit data chart can be created, and a perfect garment can be made if we understood the pattern making technique well. We need to calculate the distance between the HPS and the point where the sleeve will join the main body. Please look at the illustration. We need to know the distance L, which is sum of distance J, and distance H. H is the sleeve drop at chest. Half of the difference between the chest and the neck is 58 minus 17.5 divided by 2 equals 20.25. H is equal to half the difference between the chest and the neck, multiplied by the tan value of 20 degrees. Therefore 20.25 multiplied with 0.36397 equals 7.7. The distance J is equal to sleeve width divided by the cost value of 20 degrees. That is 21.5 divided by 0.939693 and is equal to 22.9. J plus H equals 22.9 plus 7.7 equals 30.6 centimeters. The total length of the garment is 70 centimeters. The point from where we start narrowing will be 70 minus 6 centimeters for the bottom rib, minus 30.6. which is equal to 33.4 centimeters of straight knitting. After finishing knitting the rib, after knitting the bottom rib of 6 centimeters, straight knitting of 33.4 centimeters, and then reduce both the front and the back at 55 degrees to maintain the angle of reduction of both the front and the back as well as the sleeves. At 55 degrees, we will have to knit 1.43 cm in length for reduction of 1 centimeter in width. If the fabric has 6 needles per centimeter and 8 courses per centimeter, to decrease 6 needles we will have to knit 11.44 courses. 6 needles in 1 cm and 8 by 1.43 equals 11.44 courses. Or say 11.5 courses. In the front and the back, we will knit 28.60 or 29 centimeters in length. To reduce 20 centimeters of width, to calculate at what point we start reducing width of the sleeve, we need to calculate N and M. To calculate N, we need to multiply sleeve width. That is 20.5 with tan value of 20 degrees, i.e., 0.36397. 20.5 by 0.36397 equals 7.46. To calculate M, we need to divide half the value of chest width minus neck width with 0.939693. Half the value of difference between chest width and the neck width is 20.25. So, 20.25 divided by 0.939693 equals 21.54. M plus N equals 7.46 plus 21.54 equals 29. After knitting the rib of 6 cm. Straight knitting of 35.5 cm. And then reduce the sleeve width at 55 degrees to maintain the angle of reduction of both the front and the back as well as the sleeves. We will have to knit 1.43 cm for reduction of 1 cm if the fabric has 6 needles per centimeter and 8 courses per centimeter. To decrease 6 needles we will have to knit 11.44 courses. 6 needles in 1 cm and 8 by 1.43 equals 11.44 courses, or say 11.5 courses. In sleeve, while knitting 29 cm in length, we will reduce 20 cm of width. A raglan sleeve fully fashioned garment can be made with minimum of points of measurements, but buyers ask to follow the length of the front raglan and the length of the back raglan, and sometimes front and back across too. They keep on giving these points of measurements without knowing if these are required or not. If you really wish to get the right garment made, instead of giving unnecessary measurements, teach your suppliers on how to get the right garment made. On a set-in sleeve garment, we ask for front across and back across to avoid bulge on the front and back. On a raglan sleeve garment, what is the need of front and back across measurements? As the sleeve, in raglan sleeve garment, is an extension of both front and back. Not only width-wise but length-wise too. So, my advice to all customers, product developers, designers, quality controllers, and merchants, is to understand the basics of the making of a fully fashioned raglan sleeve garment, and not to give unnecessary points of measurements. Similarly, the case of the front and the back raglan size. A line drawn at 55 degrees creates a ratio of 1 to 1.43. If the width is 1 cm, the height will always be 1.43 cm. That is the rule of simple trigonometry, and there is no way we can change it. Also, the length of front and back raglan size will depend on the neck shape and size. Any change in neck shape and size will affect the size of this narrowing seam. We grade the sleeve width with 1 cm. We increase and decrease the neck width and the neck drop by half a centimeter. And we expect a line which is drawn close to 55 degrees also to increase or decrease by 1 centimeter, which according to geometry and mathematics is not possible. And the result is, the technician tries to get these sizes right, fails at that, and as a result, spoils the garment neck shape as well. Throughout the series, your valued suggestions, as well as questions, will be welcome, and I shall be too glad to answer all your queries. You can contact me by email, purisk51@gmail.com, or on my mobile number, country code 91, number 81464000900. Technicians, programmers, product developers, designers, and companies interested to get the measurements of their proto samples right in the first go can also try my software for knitting data calculations. The calculations used are accurate, and you can easily make a garment with not only the right specs, but a garment that looks good and fits even better, elevating the image of the wearer. To obtain a copy, please do contact me at email purisk51@gmail.com, or on my mobile number, country code 91, number 81464000900. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to click the like button. And, if you have found this video useful, please share this video as much as you can with your friends and colleagues. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing the channel you will automatically get notification of the next uploaded videos. Thanks for watching. For more detailed information, you may go through my book on fully fashioned sweater manufacturing. A Guide to Fully Fashioned Sweater Manufacturing. Published by Woodhead Publishing India Private Limited. The book is available in leading bookstores in almost all countries around the world. It is also available on Amazon.